Hey everybody, and thanks for coming back for another puzzle. This time I have the Time Capsule puzzle from Creative Workshop CA, another Etsy one. You can check out the 369 puzzle that I did up here. So we've got a little thing here. It says Time Capsule Dragon Box is a 4-stage sequential discovery mechanical puzzle. Each stage has its unique locking mechanism awaiting for you to explore. Solve each stage and unveil the next. No tools required. So this thing is gigantic. This might be the largest puzzle that I own. For sure, it's huge. So we're looking at 4 different sequential discovery puzzles, and then there'll be some sort of little token inside or something to reveal. So here we go. Might have to zoom out just a hair here because of how large this is. Alright, so on the top we have a clock that's got dials on it, 12 dials. We can't access that because there's a piece of plexiglass or something. It's just plastic, a little piece of clear plastic. I'm going to call, so this is 12 here, so I'm going to call the side facing me with this little moon thing in the front. That does not do anything. It is part of the, so it's not going to come off at all. It's like printed to the front. The whole thing at this seam here is going to move at some point. So maybe we solve all 4 things and then this will come off. On the right side we have this dial. Turn it. It can only turn it. Oh, all right. Okay, so there was 2 little notches on the dial here, which line up with these holes. I can't get it back in now for some reason. Oh, there's a little pin there. So I must have just done it by accident. I'm supposed to turn it upside down. And the pin goes in this little hole here. So you put the notches in. And then, and maybe during shipping it, because now it's locked. You turn it upside down, rotate it, and then pull the. And then we've got another clock on the inside here, which has a time noted, so 5:55, or maybe 4:55 because of where the little hand is. It has a split in it, so that might open at some point. Yeah, it moves around. Oh. Okay, so that seems to have unlocked. Let's see. Yeah. So taking this out allows this to go up and down some more. So maybe we have to do all these 3, and then that'll allow us to take this off. So I wonder if this one is the same. Seems like it goes the other way. There we go. So this and this are the same, except this one goes to the right. There's a little channel in there. I'm not going to be able to show it to you. That these notches sit in that only allow us to turn it to the right or the left. Are these... So they're just a little bit different. The printing, the design on them is a little bit different, but other than that, they are the same. So I think I'll be able to put them back wherever. But this one came out first, and then this one. Okay, so that allows us to pull it up a little bit more. There's a time here, which is 9:15. Now it seems like this might be the last one, which will allow us to take this top off. So this moves around. And it just pulls out. It's magnetic. It just pulls out. There's a pin in this one too, which that pin was not stopping this from pulling out, just the magnets. So what could this pin be for? And then we have this slot here we have a slot on this one. There's an inside magnet here, which was over here. So the pin prevents us from putting it back in, but it didn't stop us from pulling it out. Alright, so does that mean... Oh, we still can't... Maybe that pin needs to be in? Okay, so something on this side is preventing us from... maybe I need to put it so we have the notch. Let's line it, put it in upside down and line it with the notch. Ooh. Yeah, so it resists on these 4 magnets here when I do that. See, it pops up like that. So let's see if that somehow... So what could be... Is there any sort of tool that I missed on these things? Or here? So why does this have a little magnet? If I put it in this way, this magnet lines up with this pin. And why is this notch here? So if I do the pin, does something fall out? Turn it upside down. Turn it on its side. Oh, maybe now it's something with this side, since these line. Is there... No, this side is open already. So it's something on this side that's preventing us from... I'm going to try and turn it on each side. Does it open and then like rotate? So this was in like this. The pin doesn't do anything other than stopping us from putting it back in. Surely it's supposed to go in like this. Maybe I push down. Let's see. Push down on it and then lift up. Alright, so maybe that pin goes out and then... So, what is... I feel like there should be something that I put in right there. Or something that comes out. Like, why is... So this notch lines up with this hole. And what is this pin for? Magnets repel it, so that... Is there something that falls in? Right there. Is this exactly the same as this? Yeah. Are there any magnets on the bottom, maybe? So he puts hints on the outside of the boxes on the ones that he does. So maybe there's something that, some sort of hint as to how to open this. So Ah, there we go. I'm not sure. Oh, there's two pins in there that were inside here. So I think it was just intended to be a spin move. Or maybe it was something with the magnet. Oh, okay. So we put it in upside down, and this magnet here is attracting one of the pins, and then you, oh, maybe not. Oh, there it goes. So you tilt it this way to the left, so that this pin attracted to this magnet here, and then you tilt it back the other way, and the next pin slides into the slot, which allows us to take the lid off. So next is going to be taking this piece of the lid off. So we've got our clock, we've got these two things here. Okay, so let's do these. Oh, the whole clock comes out. And I wonder if I just did that by accident, because that looks like I think I just did that by accident. There's two pins that are angled. Oh, so these are angled just like the key box that you can check out up here. So I think the solution for this, let's see, where's 12? Oh no, they weren't. It just pulls straight out. So maybe I need to line these pins up. Okay. So this rotates. Does it unscrew? It sure does. Oh, it's quite long. And then how about this one? Alright. I wonder if there was something that... So these rotate. You can see as we rotate these, it'll create a little path that this can rotate through. Okay, so it has these dots. You probably put the dots to the center. This one I can't rotate. I wonder if... Where'd those pins go? Here's one. Here's the other one. There's some pins inside here too. Let's pull off. That seem like they might be preventing... I wonder if some of this got shifted around during shipping, because it seems like what was supposed to occur here is that these two pins were inside these little notches here. Inside of these screws. So let's see, I think they're deep enough. Yeah, they're deep enough. So, there was something else. This wasn't supposed to just pull out like that. Turn all these to the center. Yeah. No, I can't. There we go. Well, we have the solution thing, so maybe once we finish, we'll look and see how that was supposed to be solved. This whole thing. So, these pins are long enough to go in the holes here and inside these screws. And if these numbers aren't rotated so the dot's in the middle, let's see, I can't pull it out. Oh, I still can, because they create this circular path that can go around these. And that's probably where the time was supposed to come into play, on the side here. And these pins were locking these screws in. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how this was supposed to function. I think maybe it just got shifted around during shipping, and I got lucky. Because what's the time? It was 9:15. So 9:15, and the other one was 5:55. So 5:55 is where these pins are, these pinholes. I don't know. I'm not sure I understand. I mean, I kind of have a general idea of what's supposed to go. These pins were locking these screws in place. They needed to be, let's see. And these screws have so I think what was supposed to happen is we lined it up with 10:15 or 10:55, which is the pins line up with these two holes, tilt it, and so this pin would come in to this hole here, which would then allow us to pull this or unscrew it because it's in this screw here. And then you had to figure out that you had to have all these dots in the middle to allow you to rotate this circle around these nubs. I think we just got lucky that it just kind of shifted around and we were able to pull it just straight out. So, okay, well, let's move on to the next. We'll still look at the solution to see what the intended solution was, but I think that's how it was supposed to function. I think these were supposed to be, like the dots were supposed to be up. No, because that wouldn't, then it wouldn't be, then it would just be IIX instead of XII for 12. I don't know. We have the general idea of how it was functioning. These pins were keeping these in place. You had to rotate it to 10:55 so the pins could go in, so you could unscrew these. But we'll look at the solution when we're done and see how you were supposed to do it. Alright, so we're on this stage here. We have two things that rotate, this center dial and this outer dial. So I'm just going to kind of pull up and rotate. I'm keeping my thumb pressed against this and this, like between it, so that when I rotate, when I rotate the inner dial, the outer one rotates. Now I can't. And so I'm just rotating and pulling up. Oh, it did pull up. Another step. I wonder if there's like a maze. I think that thing that's shaking is probably our final. Let's do a spin move and see if... I would expect that's not. This is tough to... Okay. So now it pulled up. But then I can't rotate it anymore. So maybe now I need to rotate the outer disc. I wonder if there's like two mazes. So the inner one has to rotate and pull up. And then you rotate the outer one and pull it up. So let's see. I'm going to just tilt it like this so that it'll stay. The outer one did pull up a second ago. And the outer one has, that might just be, let's see, that might just be a seam, but right here is a little extra piece that sticks out. I don't know if that's like a hint as to where the notch is that needs to pull. Okay, so now we got this up one step, which we did when we have, so we have silver on this side, gold on this side. If we do gold to the left, it'll pull up a step. And then it won't rotate. So I can rotate the outer cylinder independent of the inner cylinder when this is pulled up. But it does not want to pull up on its own. It's tough to like rotate and pull this up at the same time. It did though. We had a step. It did pull up a step. Did it not? I'm just going to try and use gravity here. Oop! Ah, okay. So the outer cylinder has a notch in it. So there's two notches that have to line up for this inner cylinder to pull out. Just pull out. Now it's got a little lip underneath. Okay. It says, Dragon brings luck, wealth, and power to those open to change and willing to take advantage of new possibilities. Okay. So it seems we're on the last stage here. Got something rotating. Oh, alright. So this bottom section is locked by, so this might be a spin move. Let's get this out of the way so we don't... Now I can turn it. Ah, it's reverse threaded, same as the key box again. Oh, okay. So there's 4 pins. Here's our final. So there's 4 pins. You do the spin move, which unlocks the pins. And we have 4 different notches that they can sit in, and then it's reverse threaded. So that's why it's saying open to change. You know, because usually you thread it one way. Instead, we threaded it the other one. So let's take a look at the spoilers here as to how this clock, what the intended solution was. I mean, I think we have an idea. You line these up, the dots on the inside so that you can rotate it. And then you have to line up the pins that are in here and in this hole with 1055. And then the pins will slide into into these holes here. Then you can pull this out and it'll let you unscrew those. But then the only thing that was keeping this in place was this and these notches here. So, and this rotates independent of. Oh, is that? So we have these 2 that don't have a thing. Is that the other time? Where's the time? The 10:55. No. Alright, let's take a look at the solution. Alright, let's see. Stage 1, remove the 2 side cylinders and use the window piece to solve stage 1. Oh, that's just saying the four steps. Okay, so yeah, we figured this out. We took the 2 cylinders out. This is the window piece, which had the 2 pins. So we inserted it upside down, so the magnet got stuck, and then you turn it the other way. And then, okay, so here's unlock the clock cylinder. Stage 2 is locked by 2 lock screws, which are these 2 lock screws here. The lock screws are locked by pins. So red, let's zoom in a little bit on this so you can see what I'm. The 2 red pins there. The 3 and the 11 knobs are locked by pin 8. Oh, so that's why we were. Where did it go? The 3 and the 11. There. That's why we were having trouble turning it when we tried to figure it out. So I think you have to tilt it down, and that allows you to turn 3. So 3 and 11 were locked by these 2 orange pins here. To solve stage 2, turn and align all knobs so that the knob points into the center. The 3 and 11 tilt the puzzle so that those pins go in until the 3 knob will fall and the 3 is now turnable. Return for 11, or repeat for 11. And then once all the knobs are properly aligned, the clock cylinder is unlocked and can be turned. Turn and align the clock cylinder as per the clue on the side, which was 1055. Once aligned, the pins that line up the lock screws will drop and unlock the lock, so they'll drop into, and now I can't get it out. Why can't I get it out now? Uh-oh. They're all turned in. Well, alright, I showed you earlier. It'll drop into the 2 little pins on the side. The lock screws, and unlock the lock screws. Unscrew the lock 2 stage to unlock stage 2. Dragon cylinder. We did that. It's locked by the red ring, which is the outer one. Align the dragon cylinder as per figure 13. Oh, so there's a little hint. Oh, so this is our hint here. You line up the two notches with that. Okay. And then stage 4, we figured out you have to do a spin move and then reverse thread. Note on resetting stage 2, after aligning the clock cylinder with the lock screws, press on the 11 and 5 key. 11 and 5. Oh, well, it's 555. I don't know why I was saying 1055. 555. Jiggle and turn the clock cylinder a bit to allow the pins to fall in the lock screw. Once the pins fall in, you need to turn the lock screw so that it holds onto the pin to prevent it from falling back in. Okay. I think we just got a little bit lucky on the on this part that it. See, now I can't open it. For whatever, it can turn, but why can't I get it out? There we go. I think we just got a little bit lucky that it shifted around during shipping or something, and we were able to just pull this straight out without having to actually solve it. And then the pins fell into this here, and we were able to unscrew these. So, it happens. It's just kind of the reality of shipping puzzles through the mail. Sometimes things just move around. You get a little bit lucky. I think that would have been very challenging to solve. So we figured out the 555 thing as to this clue on the side here. But I think we would have ended up being able to solve it. It just would have been a little bit. It definitely would have been challenging. We definitely would have noticed the dots. Turning them either in and out. In because that's how the clock numbers line up. And then turning it. And I think that the toughest part that we would have ran into is getting these pins to correctly. I think what I probably would have ended up doing is, let's see, where's the holes? Trying to do both of them at the same time, but you have to do one. You have to tilt one so that the pin goes in, unscrew it, tilt the second so the pin goes in and unscrews it. I can't get it out again. There we go. All right, so let's reset this really quick. Oh, this is tough to. That's right, it goes. Okay, take that a little bit. Now it's locked. Oh, why is it not? There we go. Now it's locked. Okay, and then we put you back in like this. Rotate so we can't pull it out. Now this is going to be the challenging part. Let's see. It goes on this way. Okay, we will screw these back in. Maybe. Okay, now we need to put these pins in here. I think this is gonna be tough to. Oh wait, let's do it the smart way. We'll put the two pins in here, and then we line up 1055, 555. I don't know why I keep saying 1055. And then we hold on to these. It said. Oh wait, this one needs to be lined up so this dot is so is this locked in place now? Why can't I get this to... Oh, I have to turn it like upside down. Now this one is locked. Now this one is locked. Okay, now we will rotate this. Oh, I think this is what he was talking about. So tilt it, hold on here. Tilt it, hold on here. Put it down and rotate. There we go. Now these are locked in place. We'll say I'm going to put 12 as opposite of this. We will rotate these so that they lock the cylinder in place. Now that's locked. Now we need to put this back on. I think I need to put this in first. And it goes this way, so you got to tilt the whole puzzle this way. Wait, which way is it? Why isn't this magnet? There we go. Why can't I get this? So. These pins don't want to... So it needs to go this way to attach to the magnet, and then this way. Ah! Damn it. This one magnetic, the one with the magnet keeps falling out while I'm trying to, it's tough to kind of hold it in place. There we go. Take that around a little bit so it locks. Put this in place. This one, turn it upside down, put this in, rotate it so it locks. Turn it upside down. Put it in, rotate it so it locks. Okay, there you go. That was the last dragon. Just dragon time capsule from Creative Workshop CA. I think it took us, what did we end up with, 25 minutes or so. Where's my, there we go, 24. Again, we just got lucky with the clock thing, you know. It happens. That's just kind of a reality sometimes. Otherwise, great puzzle. 4 different stages. I enjoyed it immensely. Why isn't this... I thought with this would be down. Why isn't it... Did I put it in wrong? And then this should lock. There we go. Did I put this one in wrong? I think I did. And that's why it's not... Why isn't... It doesn't want to lock. I thought with the pin down, that's... It locked it. Okay. So that pin's supposed to fall down into this little hole here, but it doesn't. Maybe they need to be on the other side. Maybe it does make a difference as to where they go. Oh, it does. It definitely makes a difference as to where. There we go. As to which one of these goes where. Alright. So, Time Capsule Dragon Box from Creative Workshop CA. Great puzzle. I think if this had worked correctly, it would be probably an 8 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. That would have been tough to maneuver correctly. Like I said, I think I would have got stuck trying to get both of those pins out at the same time instead of one and then unlocking and then one in the other one. Okay, but that's it. Check them out on Etsy. As usual, Bluetooth app, Moonplay Cosmetics. Like, subscribe, comment. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.